but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Prescott on first down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues in. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as they have taken the lead. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
Mike. Here we go.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Here's White. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
They can't move the ball.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And all the way up to the 49.
Let's go.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Prescott now from the 50. It's Hill, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints able to stretch that. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Prescott looks to throw on first, and his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down and goal. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 40. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep going.
So how about that for a momentum swing? Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, look to throw. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Back to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get it.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back. This one taken from the 7. And
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
New York set to take the field.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player in your lineup and evaluate him on the field. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a whole... in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Miko. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Prescott on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. And again, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backward. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field.
I know he ain't got it. Strong right.
1st down, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Zinner. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They just get the play off. Now Prescott completes it to Hardman. That one goes for 24 yards.
We got this.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. There's a party now.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. That is caught at the 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he's got it. Touchdown. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Prescott. It's Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Here's Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they will... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 47. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football. This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A gain of 32 that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now Prescott. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
Prescott on first down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset? Here offensively, you gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have...
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end,
A first down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season as his guys... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
First down, Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You got three down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Prescott now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. This throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense, and we like to.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's going to fire one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and a potential. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Prescott from the gun. Gets this one to Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Nico. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. To the air again, Prescott. It's Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as his guys have now moved out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Prescott on 1st down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Prescott now, over the middle, complete. It's Grant, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaughtons get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now the 2nd-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Zenner, a 1st down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Prescott. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Give me some Ingram. It's the coach. This is the 2020 season.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Tyreek Hill from last week. There are the numbers. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Gets this one to Hill. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards the pickup there. A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
He finds an opening past the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott yet again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter.
Here you go. Get track.
Prescott from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
22 yards there, a first down. Prescott on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jamie Collins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jakeem Grant. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 22. Prescott now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Prescott. He's got it.
Come on now, let's go.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdowns. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll find Everett there, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Saints able to... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Here we go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Prescott to throw it. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, it's Hill, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Mecole Hardman, the intended. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott, open man is Hill. He's got it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. From the gun, they go with Zinner. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Zach Zinner. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over it. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.